Knock.
Hi.
Hi, Vera. Robert Langham.
How are you?
Good to see you. How about a lobster?
We can do that. Okay, what size lobster would you like?
Well, what size have we got?
Well, we have got hard shell. This is all we have for hard shell.
Okay. And what's the difference between hard shell and soft shell?
A hard shell, they haven't shed yet.
Okay.
And there's more meat in the shell.
Okay.
They're not as sweet or quite as tender as the soft shell is. Let's see what we got here. We have a male right here, the hard Fallons.
Okay. All right.
And see if we can find a female.
See if we can come up with a young lady here.
Oh, we did.
Okay.
Look at that. Oh, and he's going to bite me. Costo.
You're working on it.
And there's the little floppy one. And I'm going to reband him because he'd like to bite me.
Okay. And that's the lobster fishermen band them as soon as they come out of the water,
yes,
don't they?
Yes, they do.
Okay. All right.
They're a lot smarter at holding them than I am.
Okay. And how long have you worked at Perry Long's Lobster Pier?
Well, I'm just kind of helping my brother out.
And how long has it been here?
It's been here about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. They buy moorings or rent a mooring, and then they pay for the usage of the docks for the season.
Okay.
When the lobstermen size the lobster, they use this gauge and they go right into the eyeball. And if this little notch was to slide down over here like that, it would be too small and it'd have to be put back. And if it's too big and this doesn't slide down over it, then they have to throw it back.
Okay, so
if they notch the second flipper from the right in any way, if that's damaged, they have to throw it back because it's a breeder.
Okay.
See, they get real hairy. See, she's getting hairy here, so she's going to lay eggs. And the hairier she gets, and then she'll get black underneath here.
Right.
And then, before you know it, she's got all kinds of little black shells there, just hundreds of them. Well, I think it's on eBay or somewhere to see if anyone would like to bid on it or whatever.
Can we put a red one right next to it just so we can see the difference in color? Just grab any old red one. Okay, you can really see the difference.
We've had them yellow. They've been red on one side and not the other. They've been khaki colored like fatigue. Saving him for somebody's birthday. I told you about a lobster when it sheds. It gets real jelly-like inside, and it takes its claws and just in all these little feelers and everything, and comes right out in this indent from the body and the tail, and just slides right out as quick as it can be.
And then what happens to the shell?
They eat it in the wild, because that helps to harden up the shell. There's 1.6. Put them in the bag, so make it easier to get out. Put it nice hot boiling water. Wait for it to boil. You want an ear of corn?
I'd love an ear of corn. Right up with you?
Yep. dip the clams. It stops them from overcooking. Also gives them a nice flavor. And I get the butter and it will be complete.
How far do you think your lobsters go when y'all start selling them to, I mean, y'all sell them to wholesalers or?
Yes, they go out Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well this one's not going to make it quite to Kansas City, I can tell you that.
There.
All righty, that's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maine lobster. Tear off a leg. Working up the joints. Lobster meat. Nice piece right there. Tear off this claw. So there's the muscle out of it. Very tough, so I better use the pick. You see inside the claw, there's, besides the meat, nice lobster claw meat. See how you can tell the lobster is really fresh. If we were eating this back in East Texas, it wouldn't have this fat reserve. You know, you would use all that up. That's pretty good stuff. Now when I get the tail, first I'm just going to break it off right here. Just waggle it back and forth until it breaks. And then I'm going to break off the flippers down here. Waggle it back till that breaks off. Then I'm going to crush this part. Got for lobster juice. Just peel it back. Here's the whole tail. The best part of the lobster, people think. It's just like a crawfish. There's a gut through here if I want to get rid of it. I'm not sure what that is, but I can pull out the intestine there. Just have pure white meat, but I'm sure everything's edible, and that's most of the parts of a lobster at Perry Long's Lobster Pier. This is the lobster eggs. They assure me is a delicacy. I'm going to eat that. Eat my corn. Eat my lobster. Hey, kiddo.
I thank you for stopping and having lunch at Perry's Lobster Shack here in Surry, Maine. It's glad you enjoyed it and hope you'll come again. We also rent bicycles and kayaks and have the best ice cream sandwiches in the world here. And it's unfortunately 1665.
Thanks.